Good morning, everyone. Today is the day we are starting our beach tours. So we have our wheel of fun over here with 20 different beaches, and we are going to spin the wheel and see where we're going today.
Let's see where we're heading. All right, it says Crescent Beach.
Crescent Beach. We have no idea where that is. So we are going to get changed, pack a bag. We're going to show you what we're going to bring to the beach and take you to Crescent Beach. Follow along.
All right, Crescent Beach. We're just waking up, getting some coffee in us, and then we're gonna hit the road. So I don't know exactly how far away this is, but we'll be there, and we'll be there shortly. So, Amy?
So I just read that it's like in Siesta Key, and we're about half an hour from there, so this shouldn't take us long. So we're excited.
All right, we will see you guys on the road here in just a second. All right, guys, so today is our first beach adventure chosen by a couple subscribers to where we want to go and what we want to do. And Amy is recording. She's doing a great job. But before we get started, I wanted to kind of zoom in and give you guys just a quick rundown of what our beach buggy looks like, because we have to be ready for just about everything, right? So come on in here, Amy. All right, so for starters, one of the things that we do here is we always pack just a couple little snacks with some fresh fruit, especially if you got some kids. You know what I mean? A couple granola bars for hitting the road. We always bring UV shirts just as backups, so when we do get out of the water, if we do swim, we're nice and dry. And then, really, let's face it, nobody really wants to drive home in wet clothes. So, a little reminder there. We love these beach towels up here. The beach towels that we order and that we buy. I guess we would say they're microfiber,
Yeah,
right?
they're small, like microfiber. We just get them on Amazon.
They're very light and they dry quick and they're easy to get the sand off. So especially if you have little ones, that's easy as well, and very nice. I do have a little larger one that is also the same. It's a little thicker and it's larger. So if you have your beach mat, which we're big believers in the beach mat. So if you go to the beach, we have a beach mat and a couple quick pop-up chairs, which is nice. And there's some other stuff that we'll get into later, as far as if you're going to a beach, that if you're shark tooth hunting, there's some stuff in here too. But I think one of the biggest takeaways is, guys, sunglass cleaner. You always want to clean your sunglasses, especially I know Amy has script glasses, and she's constantly changing. In a lot of our videos, you'll see her with a pair of sunglasses on, and then she has her regular glasses.
They're all prescription. I can't see without them.
So, and I get that. You got to be able to see, but at the beach, you know, sand's flying around, the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
We always put them in a little bag, and Amy also orders this on Amazon. It comes with a little wipe, which is nice. But it is nice to give your glasses just a quick little spritz, and it gets the sand out. So, put this down here for a second. Another thing that I like to bring is these are just some cooling face body cleaning wipes, which is nice for getting some of the sunblock and suntan lotion off your face. So when you are getting ready to drive home, you don't have all the gritty sand under your eyes from your sunglasses. Just to give you a quick little wipe down. And these are all, guys, this is stuff that just works for us, and it's our opinion, but we just know that this is what works nice for us when we go to a little beach day. So always pack water, even just a few. Just pack a cup of water.
That's water too.
If you have kids and you need to be able to get their faces clean and get the salt water out of your mouth, or if you have a wife that can't stay out of the ocean and she's like, oh, it's in my eyes and it's in my mouth, and yeah, you got to have all of that. So just bring a couple of those, and then we always bring just a little, I guess, what would we call this? Just a little, filled with ice. Keep it cold. It's got a straw inside of it, and it's kind of nice. You can shake that up. And then for some of the adults, maybe they pack a little different. Maybe they bring other stuff to the beach, but we're keeping it very PG, and you know, we want to just have water on board and a couple maybe juice boxes or something. You really never know what kind of beach you're going to. and can you fill me up here? And what kind of terrain you're going to be running into. So I can't recommend this enough. I mean, please get yourself a pair of water shoes. These have saved our life many times because we think everybody says, oh, go to this beach, it's so nice and it's flat, and then you get out there and there's little rocks, and you just really never know what you're in for.
You'll never guess what those came from.
Where'd they come from?
Amazon.
Oh, I feel like our entire life is ordered on Amazon,
Pretty
which
much.
is okay. Guys, this is just a little weightless hydration face. What is it? Sunscreen, and it's really light. We like this. You put this on your face if you're, or on your head if you're bald like me, and it's 30. And then we also use
that's our go-to instant bronzer, Australian Gold.
Yeah,
30.
I like that. I like that one. It's misty. Not everybody likes the misty. Some people like to have the lotions, especially on the cruises. You watch people, you know, they're out there for like 30 minutes lotioning. I like to just be sprayed and be done. Is it the most safest? I don't know. Probably not. But hey, you know what? It's quick, it's easy, and it works for us, right, Amy?
Exactly.
So this is pretty much my quick little tutorial. It's a beach buggy tutorial with Nate, and that's pretty much where I wanted to just kind of give you guys a rundown so you can see how we pack and what we bring. And we have to hit the road here in about 5 minutes, so let's head to the beach.
Beach time! All right, we are headed to Crescent Beach, which is on Siesta Key, but it's not the main, like, Siesta beach. So it's less crowded. It opens at 9 a.m. I hear there's limited parking, so we're going to check all of that out and share all of it with you and see what the beach is like. See you there.
Turn right, then turn right.
All right, that was an adventure. The first map took us to like a private condo, and I was like, this can't be it, right? So we finally found like the public parking for the beach, and it's not a lot. So if you are gonna come here, I suggest probably coming when they open at 9, but the parking is right across from Captain Curt's Village. It's like an oyster bar, so right across from there. Yes, we finally made it.
This one is trying to drop it down here.
Yep, she did.
Well, we parked our car, and we do want to say that this is a very tight parking space, just like Amy did. So 10 seconds ago,
someone just hit someone else's car, and thank God it wasn't mine.
exactly. Oh boy, now.
Oh God.
This is the turnaround point. You drive down here and you do have to turn around very carefully.
It looks like the Austin Powers movie where he's trying to get the golf cart out the hallway.
So it'll be a 8-point turn back here for
yes, and then you go out the same little road and hope nobody's, I guess, trying to come. So parking,
yeah, a little sketchy,
is a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. All right. Done something.
Yes.
All right, so just to give you an idea, you walk down this little alley, but the view, it's quite nice.
Looks incredible.
I mean, there's condos next to us. You walk down this little path here, and if you have a beach buggy, the ground is pretty compact, so it's easy to stroll along, I would say.
Yeah, agree. It's not fluffy yet, I think, until you get further down.
It's the key card. Okay, so you can rent public chairs and umbrella rental, so you can go through these guys, Sammy's Beach Bums. And it looks like he's got some chairs and some umbrellas set up. You check in over here, which is kind of cool.
Oh, it's wavy today out.
Alright, so for starters, one thing I can say is the sand it's a bit more compact, so it's not like
Yeah, so if you've ever been to Siesta Key, that is like white powder, flowery sand. Not so much here. The ground is solid. It's soft, but solid.
Condos behind us. So man, it's a bit wavy today.
Yeah.
And the beach is already filling up quite easily. Sorry, a lot of people starting to get here early. And what is it, like 10 a.m.?
Yeah. 10 o'clock.
And the water is warm.
No, it's not.
Beautiful beach day.
It is a beautiful beach day. No public restrooms, no lifeguards, no snacks.
So if you want a coffee or if you want food, you got to just go across the street, I think, is where most of the little restaurants, they got little bars and whatnot out there too.
Yep.
All right, so we got a lot of people walking the beach, exercising.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a nice little family beach.
It is. There's a lot of condos up and down the beach. So there's flagged off areas of each condo. If you're staying there, that's where you sit. And then there's a little public area for if you're not staying here.
Okay, cool. You heard it first. Yes, but a lot of condos behind us. Let's take a quick look over here. So very private, but beautiful. All right.
Okay. So, some things we like and some things we don't like about Crescent Beach here in Siesta Key. It's not so crowded, so it's kind of nice. There's space to put your stuff and you don't feel like people are on top of you. It's a little secluded. You only have really people from the condos. And that's the nice part about this beach.
That's it. And the negatives, I think
that's all the nice things I have to say about this beach.
Okay.
The negatives would be lack of parking. There's maybe 10 spots, and it's hard to get in and out of, as you saw what we talked about in our other video. someone hit someone else's car. And then there's no restrooms. There's no food or drink, snacks, or anything like that. So thank God we brought granola bars because I was hungry. So just, you know, pros and cons of this beach. But you make your choice if you want to come to Crescent Beach.
One thing I will say is that this beach is starting to fill up pretty quick. So I would say if you're gonna get here at this section, you'd probably want to be here about no later than 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Took the words right out of your mouth.
Yep. All right, so this is episode 1 of our beach tour adventures on the Gulf Coast of Florida. If you want to see more beaches, we're going to go every week. Please like, subscribe, and share to our page. And make some recommendations of places you want to see us go to. Thank you. All right. So we have made a short little video of our pros and cons of this beach. Now my one little opinion, if you're staying in a condo, this beach is super cool and super convenient because it's right on the beach. But if you're not staying in a condo, I see no real reason to come here when you have Siesta Beach just a couple miles up the road with a bit more amenities and better sand.
And parking. More parking.
And better parking. So
It's just our thoughts.
that's just our thoughts, and I promise I'm not mean, and I'm usually not a harsh critic, but we're gonna give our honest opinions. And
Right, so you gotta, so at this point, I mean, I'm gonna say, hey, we've been to a lot of beaches, but you gotta rate this one on a scale from 1 to 10 based on all amenities and everything offered. What do you come up with?
well, I think no beach deserves like low score. Any day at the beach is better than a day at work. So regardless, all beach days are amazing days. I would say a 5.
Okay, I was gonna say, I give this specific beach, based on the amenities and stuff, 6.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think that's a fair ranking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. We'll
All right.
see you in a bit.
Okay, y'all, so as soon as you get here, there's a little public beach area and it's very secluded. It's right over here to the right. This is the entire public area right here, and then everything else is for the condos. So as far as limited space, I mean, you can tell by the parking situation it's limited, but if you're gonna be here and you're gonna make the trip, I just pack your patience pants. It's tight parking and it's very limited space, and the beach opens, I believe Amy said, like 9:30 in the morning. I don't see a lifeguard on duty or anything, so if you got small ones, watch them swim, okay? But today the beach is, the waves are a little more wavier than usual, but it was a nice trip. We're glad we did it, and we'll continue these episodes for you guys.
All right, so that is our day at Crescent Beach. And we are gonna walk across the street. We're gonna go drive across the street to Captain Curt's and get a little snack. So stay tuned for that. And we will see you soon.
All right, Captain Curt's, we're gonna check this out for a second.
All right, so we're at Captain Curt's. We're gonna go in and have a little snack, but right across the street, that little alleyway, that's where you park to get to Crescent Beach.
So it's very thin,
Yes.
just so you guys
And
know.
there's one way in and one way out.
So you gotta do the Austin Towers 5-point turn, but it works out. But we're gonna check this out here.
Here in the plaza where the restaurant is, there's ice cream, there's coffee, there's a little beach shop.
With a big American flag, which is awesome. So mainly seafood, I think, is what pretty much everything looks like.
I mean, they have sandwiches. that is a lot of seafood, but they have chicken, they have salads, ribs, prime rib. So they do have stuff if you're not a seafood eater.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh, you're here.
All right, so we're getting some buffalo wings.
Yeah, so we're getting wings, coconut shrimp, and pretzels and cheese.
Pretzels and cheese. You know what's really cool about this place is it's all like American themed, and there's misters. And mist, like a little water on you, like a spritzer.
Like it's hot out in the summer.
Yeah, makes sense. So when you walk across the beach, it's very refreshing. This is a really cool spot.
Yeah.
And then across the street is the daiquiri deck. I don't know if you can tell. Golf cart rentals. There's a lot down here. So this area is just so cool.
It is. All right, food just came. It looks amazing. All right, so we've got pretzels and cheese, buffalo wings, and coconut shrimp. This place is a little hidden gem. If you come here, come to this restaurant. This is super cool. So we're gonna have a snack and then pack up and head back home. So this concludes our video
Thanks for hanging out with us.
episode 1, week 1 at Crescent Beach in Siesta Key. Remember, life's a beach.